Alrighty, and welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today history is being made as in a short 30 minutes or so, the president is going to be having a ceremony to sign this crypto law into action, the Genius stablecoin bill. This is a monumental day for the crypto industry. But the prices have stalled out ahead of this event a little bit. That being said, we are seeing a very positive sign of a potential altcoin rally in the crypto space, which a lot of people have been waiting for a very, very long time. Is this that true altcoin season? Well, there is a lot of evidence to support that this could be happening right now. We're going to talk a little bit about it right now in this video. One of the biggest things going on for crypto right now is Ethereum's pumping. And with Ethereum pumping, that gives us hope that we could be seeing this altcoin season. So I want to talk about Blackrock pumping Ethereum. I want to talk about a new relationship establishing betwixt two countries on the back of Bitcoin. And I want to talk about a few of these other stories going on with the altcoins and just general progress we're seeing here in the US regarding the crypto industry. Welcome back, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content. Go ahead and repost this stream, share the stream if you haven't done so already. There it is. It's on X. If you want to check it out, boom, go ahead and give it a repost if you haven't done so already. I know that guy. That's me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Checking it out. By the way, nothing we ever say here is financial advice, but we do bring crypto news every single weekday, Monday through Friday for you guys with a live stream, and other videos are just coming out all the time. As we're waiting the president to go out and deliver his speech here, he's got where is it? No, I think I got rid of it. In 30 minutes, he's going to be actually signing this on cameras because he's super excited about the crypto industry. There's no secret there. As we're leading into that, the presidential meme, right? The Trump meme coin is rallying back to 10.5 cents. Are we going to continue to see this rally? Maybe. Maybe. You got to keep an eye on Ethereum. It's the most important thing right now. When it comes to an altcoin season, guys, we always see it play out in one very particular way. And it's where we kind of get these phases. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, mid caps, all caps, okay? Ethereum is your sign that we're getting this massive rally. Now you finally got Crow coin breaking above 12 cents. We've been waiting for Crow to break above 12 cents. It's finally getting there today. You got Pepe making a nice move bounce. You got XRP has taken a brand new all-time high. How unbelievable is that? And no surprise there, after it took a new high, what did it do? It had a retest off the previous high. So it broke through. Clearly, savvy traders are catching things like this. You hit a new high, look for a bounce, back off support. What's support? It's the previous high, very clearly. Is this all that XRP has for its move here? Well, the real focus, honestly, guys, is going to be Ethereum. We're also going to need to see what's going on with this, the other crypto regulation bill that's out there. Sorry, I need a little bit of water. The Crypto Clarity Act, kind of waiting to see that. And we do have total market cap breaking out. There is still potential, and you should be cautiously optimistic for this breakout. Cautious. And note that, even if we break through here, we could have a retest back down to the top of it before breaking out, just like XRP did, right? Think about that. And you could see a little bit of a double top rejection there, and it's happening where Bitcoin is kind of hitting this blue trend line. These are the hourly time frames. But if we come out to the weekly time frame, I do want to note that Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is currently hitting resistance. Okay, so could it find resistance there? It could, but there's good cause to be bullish, guys, and there's good cause to think that maybe this is an altcoin season. This is a huge move down for Bitcoin dominance. We haven't seen this big of a move for Bitcoin dominance to the downside since all the way back in June of 2022. This is the largest weekly candle. You can just eyeball it, right? This candle is bigger than this candle right here, which is the other large one that we had back in where? October, November of 2024. That was when we had a really nice pump, November, December. But then you got to kind of go all the way back to June of 2022, basically the bottom of the bear market, where we were finding the bottom of the bear market. Here's your bottoms of the bear market. Okay, guys. Well, right now we're in a bull market. Bitcoin dominance has been rallying. That's what you need as the first part of a bull cycle. And now we're kind of seeing Bitcoin dominance start to collapse down. Is Bitcoin dominance just going to free fall like we've seen in the past? It's possible. It's what everybody's waiting for. It's what altcoin holders have been dreaming of for years and years and years. But there are no guarantees that we're going to go right into it right now. Okay, no guarantees. We're headed in the right direction. But keep an eye on Bitcoin with this potential double top action, and keep an eye on total market cap. Why am I talking about tops? Why can't this guy just flip extremely bullish right now? Well, guys, as you know, I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not here to give you financial advice, but I'm here to speak my mind on what I really think about this market. And the higher the market goes, the more nervous I get, right? The higher we go for longer, the more I'm looking for a potential cool off. The lower we go for longer, the more I'm looking for a potential rally. Of course, there are bear markets. There are bull markets. In the bull market, we rally harder for longer. In the bear market, we drop lower for longer. Okay? We're in a bull market. So historically speaking, we can kind of expect an altcoin season to come at some point, and we can kind of expect Bitcoin to really break through this trend line and total market cap to break through this kind of double top area as well, which I'm not showing the screen. Let me re-show the screen again. So we could break through the ceiling here for total market cap. We could break through this resistance here for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin dominance could keep going down, or Bitcoin dominance could come back up. Bitcoin could kind of stall out here. Altcoins could retrace a little bit. Ethereum could retest back down to maybe some of these lower levels before we get those continuations. Why would I be talking about the bear scenario? Why won't this guy just talk bullish all the time? The reason being, guys, is because Fed rate cuts are still kind of a problem, okay? And it's something that's a narrative that I've been holding on to. I still believe in it, just as I kind of believe in the 4-year cycles. And there's a world where we kind of see August and September stall out a little bit, maybe the end of September into October. And in November, we can rally, and then maybe even December. But by the end of this year, historically, that would be the end of a bull market. Now, there is more evidence to suggest that we're going to kind of have this higher for longer thing because of a lot of the news stories that are going on right now. Let's start with some of the big gainers and losers. We'll get into some of the top stories of the day. I wanted to do some charting for you guys to kick this thing off. Let me get a little bit more water. How's it going, chat? Ricky Ricardo in the chat, Scott in the chat, Kevin, Marty, what's up? Carlito, how you guys doing? How's it going? How's it going? Happy Friday. Gonna do it my way. Ow, ow, ow. Got lunch with a very dear friend of mine. If you're watching, brother, oh, I love you, and I hope you're doing well. It was great to see you today. We got the crypto markets doing just fine. Scossum in the chat, shout out to you. You've been a member for 15 months. If you guys want to become a member on this channel as well, you get access to our private Discord where there are some trading signals we'll put out. Again, we are not financial advisors, but we're just putting out things that we're looking at for you guys, and you get access to kind of our little tight-knit community that we're growing here over the Crypto Report. But we got altcoins moving today. So Ethereum Classic, ETC, you know that it's a hint of altcoin season when Ethereum Classic is pumping. It's worthless, it's silly, and it's a $3.6 billion market cap. Ethereum Classic getting a rally today is just classic bull market activity. All right. Uniswap's getting a pump. It's good to see it back above $10. Really been struggling to do any kind of moves back up to the upside. Floki's been ripping, up 45% over the last 7 days, up 13% today. Dogecoin's getting its move. I think that Dogecoin to $1 is a slam dunk easy scenario in my personal opinion for this bull market. In fact, I think we could see a $2 Doge. That's something that I personally believe, but continue to do your own digging and come up with your own hypothesis on that. XDC, an ISO 20022 compliant coin, looking pretty good, as are a lot of these ISO coins. Tezos has been hot in terms of when altcoins were hot. A lot of people were talking about Tezos. I think they're good friends with Coinbase over there. Coinbase stock has been doing incredible. So have so many of these crypto stocks. But Kronos is finally getting its move, the 11th best mover today, and H-bar up a whopping 33%. So we got a lot of coins pumping today. You love to see it, guys. Do we have anything coming down? Just a few. Pump.fun. It's an airdrop. People are selling their airdrop. Not surprised there. That's how these things go sometimes. Let me take down the volume on this a little bit and change the beat. Yeah, so Pump.fun. Don't be shocked about that one. SPX 6900. This one is actually not really moving yet. Okay, very interesting that this one's not quite moving yet. And Farcoin is struggling. Actually, a lot of these big memes aren't getting their move right now. What that kind of tells me is we're kind of on track. Okay, again, the way these bull markets have historically worked is Bitcoin pumps, then Ethereum pumps, then the large caps. We're kind of seeing the large caps pump right now. Then you're going to see the mid caps and then altcoins pump. Bonk, Farcoin, SPX, Dog with Hat. These are more so low cap alts. Bonk got a 44% move this week. It's kind of the exception. Solana's still very strong, guys. I think that one's going to have a beautiful rally. Sui, allegedly the next Solana, had a nice little rally over the last week as well. But Bitcoin's one of the losers, I guess, for the day. And why? Just because it's been rallying so much, Bitcoin dominance is stalling out a little bit. And so that's kind of the way I'm looking at this market right now. The shorts have been getting it trashed lately. A couple longs as well. Don't want to get too greedy when Bitcoin's breaking through a high, continue to do your own due diligence, guys. I think trading is extremely fruitful. Personally, I've been doing a lot of it. I didn't have a trade over the last day or so to talk about, but I have been finding little ways to kind of get in, get out on some of these. And if you guys want to do some trading of your own, you could sign up for some of the affiliates in the links in the description down below. Check it out on our YouTube channel in the description. There's several affiliates, BitTuneX, Blowfin, with sign-up bonuses for there. Continue to do your own due diligence. Note that crypto's obviously risky and trading is risky, especially if you're inexperienced. But you can start with just doing copy trading, or you could start with demo accounts. Use fake money and just try your hand at trading and see how it is. And if you're feeling confident or successful, you can trade on some of these great platforms that I like to use. Again, these are just affiliates. They're not any kind of sponsor or anything. It's just affiliates of great platforms we like to use to share with you guys. And it's one way for you guys to support the channel in return for the content we put out by checking out those sign-up links. So check it out if you haven't done so. But liquidations are hot. There's still a lot of volatility. Like I said yesterday, man, if I missed a trade yesterday, it was an XRP trade. And I could have been an easy short. As it broke through the high, it's just hard to say where it's going to break through to. So that's why these shorts, when you're breaking all-time highs, are quite risky. But, clearly, when you do have a retracement, you retrace back down to the previous high. And that's exactly what XRP did. These are some of the things you can kind of keep looking at. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Crow got up to the 25-cent level soon. And I've got a video coming up for you guys later today on that. I'm going to record right after this. Actually, I want to talk more about that, and then we'll talk about what our lower levels might be after seeing that happen. But the focus right now is this Bitcoin dominance move real? Are we in this altcoin season? And for that, we need to talk about these Ethereum ETF inflows. Guys, right now, Blackrock is just piling in to Ethereum. Yesterday, they bought $546 million worth of ETH. Putting that into perspective, look at everybody else yesterday. There's a total of 600 million accumulated. 546 of it was Blackrock. The day prior, 726 of it was accumulated. 500,000 of it was Blackrock. Do you see a trend? Blackrock is the biggest buyer of Ethereum right now. Grayscale was buying quite a bit back here, actually. Probably getting some more rewards. Actually, Blackrock's FOMOing in to Ethereum right now. People investing in the Blackrock fund are just piling in to Ethereum right now, and it's kind of a sign of a potential altcoin season, guys, and you gotta like it, okay? You gotta like it. And I know altcoin momentum builds with Ethereum out front after why? Soft CPI and fresh ETF inflow. So it's not just me noticing it. A lot of people are noticing it. Fresh ETF inflows are huge. We are seeing institutions, some of them starting to move their Bitcoin ETFs into Ethereum ETFs. That's certainly happening. CPI data was a little bit more favorable, I guess, for us. So that's decent to see. Softer CPI data and robust ETF inflows, pretty decent. The core consumer price index rose 0.2% in June under May's 0.1% gain, but below the 0.3% economist forecast. So below the forecast, that's a positive thing. Unfortunately, we're still kind of not seeing that news that we're going to be getting a Fed rate cut in. For those of you guys that have been paying attention, the Fed rate cuts are something that we've all been waiting for in the altcoin space. When the Fed cuts rates, you're typically seeing some kind of risk on rally. Pepe says in the chat that he thinks stocks could top out November too. I mean, we'll see. We're going to see. I am stacking cash on the sidelines a little bit. I have been DCing into the crypto market, but you got to stack cash as well for those dips when they do come along. And as these markets continue to go higher, you just continue to shuffle some profit, okay? Jackson Crawford in the chat. How's it going, Jackson? Jackson, my man. What's happening, Captain? And altcoin season index is starting to move back up. We're halfway back up. This is the highest we have seen this since the beginning of 2025. A lot of excitement for altcoins right now. Are we going to see that extended altcoin season where we're multi-months at the other end of the spectrum, just like we saw Bitcoin here for a few months? It's possible, guys. It could be happening right now. It's something we're going to keep an eye on. The only caveat I really have is this historical Bitcoin data. There's two. One is August and September are historically, some of the weaker months for Bitcoin, the median being negative percentage gains. Okay. And then if you do look, and I'll go ahead and unshare the screen for you. BSS in the chat has made 2K profits on this Pepe post. Nice work, brother. I'm glad you're having some success. I love to hear that. That gets me excited. I love it, BSS. You're my guy out there printing some gains. That's good to hear. Okay. When it comes to the Fed rate cuts, yeah, we're not going to get one in July. All right. And in September, the odds are getting slightly better with the CPI data. Okay. But it's still not like it's a higher probability than you'd like to see it of no rate cut chance. That being said, the president actually might try to fire Fed Chair Powell, even though he's getting pushback. But just interesting to see these odds go. This was almost 50-50 the other day, and it's shifting back in the right direction. We could be getting that rate cut in September. That's the biggest thing that you can have as hope to counteract these historical negative gains for crypto in these months. Scott asked, why did XRP drop today? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Been a very exciting week. It rallied to a new high. What goes up must come down. Nothing goes up forever. It's retesting the previous high. I still think it has legs up. I still think that it has higher legs up potentially. I'm not a financial advisor. You have to strategize on that for yourself. But what we are really at risk at for the whole asset class right now is just a buy the rumor, sell the news event off this whole very exciting crypto week that we've been having, okay? In the headlines right now, you've also got people talking about exactly what I've been chatting about for this crypto week for the last few months. How the president is leveraging his power to reap profits for his family businesses, from crypto to Bibles, overseas deals to an upcoming line of cell phones. Businesses have raked in millions. But what's the first thing? Crypto coins. Folks in Congress and in the Senate and in the media, they're attacking the president over his meme coin, which is obvious. Of course that was going to happen. And Liberty Finance, the family crypto business, getting some flack over that as well. Am I surprised by that? No. We're still seeing the stock market do very well. Very well. We're still seeing some people call for cuts in July. We're probably not going to see this. Fed Waller guy has been saying it for months. Still haven't seen it. And Fed Chair Powell is still defending his whole reverberation of the the Fed. Okay, kind of interesting. But the biggest stories right now are these crypto news, these crypto laws that are coming out. One officially done, right? Let's talk a little bit about that. A crypto week win. Congress passes first major crypto legislation in the U.S., and that is the Genius Bill. With a vote of 308 to 122, with significant Democratic support, a bipartisan vote, adopting regulations for a type of cryptocurrency known as stablecoins that proponents believe will fundamentally change the world of commerce. It was a remarkable win for the crypto industry and for the president, who campaigned on making the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet. And things are going in the right direction for that promise. The president had a key role in its passage because he helped wrangle up some of the Republicans. Now, what happened here was there was this right-wing rebellion, really wild. Its headlines are outlandish. It wasn't a huge right-wing rebellion. What happened was there was the votes that are put out of, you know, whether they wanted to discuss these bills. And some folks on the right wanted to lump the the Genius stablecoin bill with the Crypto Clarity Act. And they wanted to combine them together. Some Republicans didn't, and some did. The ones that did were getting criticism, and the president addressed it because they wanted to combine these bills. The problem is, if they combine the bills, it was going to delay this win for the president, and it was going to have to send both of these bills back to the Senate for them to then re-vote on and then get sent back to the House. And many Republicans and the president, and obviously some Democrats, just wanted to get it done. So this right-wing rebellion is simply a disagreement on whether to lump the bills together or not. The Genius Act seems like it was always going to pass. There was a disagreement over whether they wanted to lump it with the other bill, and that became not the case. So we're still waiting to see what happens with the Crypto Clarity Act and the CBDC Act. But the Genius Act is a great start for the crypto industry, and that is why you saw XRP taking you high. And we're waiting in just a few short minutes. We're going to see the president sign this landmark crypto bill, the Genius Act, at a White House ceremony. This is happening at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is happening in just a short 7 minutes or so. Okay. I'm not going to watch it. I don't really care. I know it's going to happen. It's great. I don't need to watch him. He's going to give a speech. We've seen him give speeches. It's going to be the pro-crypto speech. Maybe what he is going to talk about that could be exciting in the speech is some of the tax implications, the more favorable tax implications that he's going to be working on for the crypto industry, and that he's also trying to get crypto involved into retirement accounts. That's another big deal going on for the crypto industry, and let's talk about that. The president eyes executive order to open up retirement funds to crypto. Now, this is pretty darn cool. No decision should be deemed official unless it comes directly from the president. And it hasn't, but he might announce it today. That could be a catalyst that could send these markets a ripping and roaring and soaring a little bit more. Look at this. Bitcoin outperforming the NASDAQ. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, the NASDAQ's been performing pretty good over the last few years. Huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, not compared to Bitcoin. Bing bong. This is huge. Imagine these retirement funds, people just getting more of an allocation into crypto. Granted, you know, I wouldn't be moving my retirement fund into Bitcoin towards the top of a historic bull cycle, but maybe in the bear market, I would consider shoving a little bit into that. I mean, that's me personally. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. There's not financial advice. I'm just reporting the crypto news, guys. And that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it. Other big news: Pakistan establishes ties with El Salvador with Bitcoin front and center. This is very interesting. The government of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan established diplomatic ties with the Republic of El Salvador in a recent meeting to discuss information sharing agreement on Bitcoin. The two countries are currently seeking to embrace cryptocurrency under IMF restrictions. How about that? Nation states are now seeking to unite to share their experience adopting it. Bitcoin's making history, guys, okay? And we're seeing history on the charts. Bitcoin's golden cross that sparked a 2,000% Bitcoin pump. We're seeing it right now. Do you see this, guys? Look at this. The golden cross back here resulted in a boost. Actually, you kind of had two golden cross bump, and we had a little bit of a, that was the pandemic dump, followed by the true bull market. 2,000% move. Then you have this golden cross back in 2020, and we went into our oh, you know what? Actually, excuse me. This was the first bull market. This was the pandemic one. So from the pandemic golden cross coming up, parabolic bull market, 1,100% gains. Bitcoin is just now getting through this golden cross, which is incredible. And we might be seeing some kind of massive rally further than we're seeing now. Okay, guys. And now this is an old photo for let the record show. 120K is up here. This is an old photo. All right. So we've already begun this. We're already up, 100%. But this is what we're in. We're in this golden cross potential leg up in this bull market. But that does not mean that I am not still looking at these charts and going, okay, could this be some kind of temporary top? Could this be some kind of temporary top? These things are possible, guys, okay? These things are possible. I'm going to keep a level head on my shoulders. That's the biggest lesson that I learned from cryptocurrency is don't get too excited. Don't get too fearful. Pigs get fat. Hogs get slaughtered. We want to get a little fat. Okay? Just a little bit. I've been trying to lose weight, actually. I've been stuck at like 204. But, oh, yeah, we got the president in the chat. How's it going, Mr. AP in the chat? And Scott, did you guys tap that like button yet, by the way? And subscribe and repost down the stream. Go ahead. Do that if you haven't done so already. Pepe says, Bitcoin get under 70K this cycle, it'll dump to 50K bear market. I think we could see 170K. I think we could see something higher than that. I believe in a 200K Bitcoin in this cycle. I think it's possible. I think it's possible that Golden Cross, is just one example. I mean, XRP is sending, I mean, we've barely even had an altcoin season yet. This is the beginning of an altcoin season. Is it true altcoin season? Again, things are looking good, but we ain't out of the woods yet, okay? We ain't out of the woods yet. You also saw something interesting. Somebody else wanted to know why XRP is falling today. Well, this could be part of it. Ripple co-founder cashes out $26 million worth of XRP. His asset nears record highs. Chris Larson. Chris. So there you go. XRP insiders potentially selling. He's moved it. It's not clear if Larson sold the XRP, but it could be causing some fear. Okay. Could be causing some fear. So something to keep an eye on, I guess. Just good to know. $10 super chat from Michael Parker. Man, we haven't gotten a super chat in like 10 decades. Thank you for that $10 super chat, my brother. It's been a while. I hope all is well. Please do a deep dive on Leva Protocol. I don't even know what that is, but we could check it out. Thank you for that super chat. What is that? How do you spell it? Levva Protocol. Let's check it out. Thank you for your super chat, Michael Parker. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. There it is. Tiny little thing. Just looking at it for Michael Parker, who was very friendly with that super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Man, that thing had a nice spike. When was that? 710, just a few short days ago, down about 50% from that. Look at the year. Okay, down on the all-time high. Still kind of has yet to have its thing. BitGet MEXC profile score. Okay. They need a little bit of work on the reporting to CoinMarketCap, it looks like. An AI-powered DeFi portfolio manager that does all the heavy lifting for AI Copilot tailors investment strategies to your goals, securely automates yield optimization, gives you full control. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Is it a good project? I don't know. Waitlist oversubscribed. Well, that's kind of exciting. Okay. Still getting going, huh? Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. It's too early to say. But it's just an interesting concept. An AI play, if you're bullish on AI, perhaps that's one. AI and DeFi combined. Boom. Maybe there's something to it. That's something. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Very low market cap in an altcoin season if people are excited about that project. You never know. You never know. Those low caps in that true altcoin season, those low market cap coins, if they catch on, sometimes they go bonkers. I don't have a lot of thoughts on ZBEC. I mean, I think that a lot of people like it. I think it's popular. It could be good. I've seen it pump before. Yeah. Pepe says, Scott, if you don't sell, you'll never make any money. Well, that's 100% true. I mean, yeah, you can't win unless you take your win, you know. But at the same time, you know, you gotta make your own choices. Look, in 2016, I didn't sell, right? I made the biggest mistake ever in the first bull market. Did way better in the second bull market and did even better this time. But you kind of learn when to take profits over time. But you do have to decide for yourself. You can do some research on your own, try to figure it out. But, you know, yeah. Marty says, how are the thoughts on Crow is holding you? I think it's right on schedule, right along with everything else. We're kind of seeing this altcoin season come back up. This looks just like the Crow chart, and it's just exactly what you would expect. Right on schedule. But yeah, this bill was huge. The president is going to be signing it soon. Again, you know, you're going to get these headlines coming out about the president. He's a president. He's supposed to be working in the public's interest. Instead, he's helping his own personal interest to grow his wealth. It's totally not normal. I'm excited about the crypto regulation. I think it's in the public interest of people that like Bitcoin. So he's profiting too. Okay. I mean, maybe that is bad. I don't know. But I'm excited about the crypto regulation. Clearly, James is not a big crypto guy. Or maybe he's making the argument that, you know, the president shouldn't be able to dabble with crypto. But if that's the case, then no president's family should be able to have any business, because then there could always be an argument over a conflict of interest. But then how is the family going to survive? You know, very complicated. It's his son's. It's the Trump name, you know. It's not Trump running these businesses. It's his son's. And so, you know, we could say a lot of things about a lot of sons and daughters, but you know why. Here you go. His sons have jetted across the Middle East to line up new development deals. Well, his daughter and son. I mean, it's the same thing we always hear about president's sons and daughters. And, you know, they're trying to use his own words against us, you know. So, I mean, that's what it is. It's just trying to use his own words against the crypto industry. That's what's going on. So, this is part of the crypto bill stuff that's going on. Of course, there's talks of this. We knew this was going to happen. Stocks are still looking good today. Coinbase is up to $4.13. Nice moves there. Circle stock at a nice 223. Still staying strong for that IPO. We like it. What else is going on, guys? By the way, check out the affiliates in the link in the description down below. The president will be signing this bill in a matter of minutes. If he didn't already do it, maybe he's giving a speech right now, guys. Right now. Oh, let's see here. Ethereum coming back down to test this level. I told you guys that if we broke through this level for Ethereum, we would absolutely come down and retest it. And that's exactly what we did. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but man, that was a good call. Told you. Told you. Yeah. Mohammed says, do you think Dogecoin will go down to 19 cents again? It's possible. If Bitcoin dominance comes back up, Ethereum retraces, then Dogecoin can come back down. But if we start getting into altcoin season, then Dogecoin could start making a very big move, and Crowcoin could, and a lot of things could be making a very big move. Stellar, I'm bullish on Stellar, ISO 2022 compliant crypto. Going bullish on Stellar as well. Keeping up with inflation is more difficult than keeping up with the Kardashians. You ain't wrong, brother. Got a small pizza and some cheese fries for $30 the other day. What kind of world are we living in where a pizza is $30? It's wild. It's wild. I thought I had ordered a large, and I was actually excited about the deal, but I ordered a small on accident. And I meant to order a pepperoni, but it was really a cheese. So I really messed up. That was that was Monday night. I had a hard Monday night. I ordered the wrong pizza. It was a small, it was a cheese, and it was supposed to be a large pepperoni. And then I drove to the wrong location to pick it up. Monday night was some kind of night, let me tell you. Isn't that hilarious? I think it's hilarious. It's embarrassing, but it's the truth. Oh, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Do me a favor, smash a like, subscribe to this channel for more content. DCA, HODL, do your own research, my friends. Check out the affiliates at the link in the description down below. Until next time, guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Peace, y'all.